So the second issue of this Wildcats miniseries, I'm gonna title this video "If You Throw Enough Shit at the Wall, Will Some of It Stick?" Um, like I kind of put I put a post up on the Wildstorm Universe Facebook group just to kind of talk about the whole grifter killing someone for torturing animals, and like people were like, I had a few comments, but what one person said, this Andy Raven Chenoweth, he said grifter kind of slips into the Wildstorm collator literally, and then a lot of people are picky about this run, but those are the people I blame if we don't see more Wildstorm in the DC universe. They say, I was a real Cats fan and this isn't it, I'm not going to buy it. Well, it's the one we got. If you don't show love for it, DC will think there's no fan base, so there's no point in pushing it further. So I can see what he's talking about, but you can't really just blindly love everything just so that they'll give you more. Like, I guess if everyone just blindly loved it for the sake of loving it, like, it could turn into something even worse than what they wanted. So I don't know, I guess it's a way of trying to be critical, but like, if I was to pick the positives from this series to try and, you know, be as impartial as possible, like, some of the art, I think the art has gotten better in this second issue. Like, there's some really beautiful pages, like really, really nice. Like, I still can't stand this grifter design. Like, I think that's what's thrown me off, is probably the grifter design, the Fairchild redesign. Like, she's like a little toddler here. Like, you know, just what happened to her? Like, it's just not the character I remember. And do I deserve an explanation? I guess I do, but maybe this explanation happened in a previous book. I don't know. Like, so you're getting this fresh from, potentially I could be regarded as a new fan, like, you know, someone who's new to this. Like, so there's a lot of confusion, and like, what I was saying about if you throw enough shit at the wall, will it stick? Like, it seems to be like they're just throwing characters into this as much as possible. Like, because in the first issue you had like Nightwing, Batgirl, is it the Green Arrow? Is that his name? The Archer guy. And you had a bunch of Wildcats characters. But then what you get here is like, you know, after this initial escape from like the Court of Owls, probably the most interesting story part is where Grifter is seeing his brother, which is what was his name again? I can't remember his name. This was him here. I think I always remember this issue of Wildcats when he showed up, like, and I was like, oh cool, this is Grifter's brother. I think his name was like Condition Red or something like that. Like, but great design. That's another beautiful Jim Lee cover. Like, holy shit. This was really exciting at the time when it came out, but it seems like he's dead, and Grifter is seeing him, and he's kind of talked to him, and getting, there's kind of almost a sense of guilt or something. Like, so like this, that's interesting, right? That's probably the one. It's like everything else is like characters, witty interactions, banter and all, but then there's like this one kind of human element story that's kind of hinting at it. But anyway, Grifter comes back into the scene. You're back at Halo. Like, they've thrown a lot of the characters in. Like, I don't know what's going on. Deathblow's a woman now. I know Deathblow got killed in the last issue, and now it's Deathblow's a woman. He's got a new body. I don't understand it. Like, I've obviously missed a few things here. Like, but I don't know. It's just kind of a bit odd. I was kind of thinking, like, who are all these characters? Then I figured out later that someone mentioned Jeremy. There's Maul. But yeah, look, it's a load of characters. Grifter seems to be like just an annoyance to a lot of them, like just this annoying dude. And then you know, Void turns up in this total redesign. Like, it's a cool design. I guess I'd prefer to see something a little bit more like the original to kind of tie it in. So I'm not really sure what happened to her in this, but this is probably another element that could be interesting in the story. Like, she's saying like that the Halo Corporation has a mandate We are the armor that serves to protect the world from the crisis that would jeopardize life as we know it. So essentially she's saying, Grifter, don't worry about these Court of Owls. We're focused on like bigger kind of reality threats or something. Like, that's what I got from it. And Grifter's just like, whatever. He kind of goes off to do his own thing, and he brings Voodoo with him. Yeah, so what this is probably, I'm gonna really say this is probably the best scene in it, where someone tries to kill Marlowe. And is this Spartan? I don't know who this big bodyguard is, like, but he like catches the bullet, and then Zealot kicks this dude out the window. And this is a really, really nice scene. Like, I have to say, this is beautiful, and it's just the colours, like Zealot in kind of her iconic red with the white hair. You know, she lands down on the street and she takes on these guys. This is really nice. Like, you know, I have to give it to the artist for this. Like, really, really nice. It's kind of short-lived, that scene, and then we're back. Marlowe's kind of giving them the rundown of what happened. You get a little sneak peek of the classic costumes there, like, that kind of had me pining for the old Wildstorm. And then at the end, it's like some new team forming, and like, I guess this is what kind of bugs me, because there's Pike, okay, like, he's like one of the Wildcats' main enemies, and now he's on a team with, like, is it Mother One from Wetworks, and then you've got Mr. Majestic, Maul. I don't know who this guy is back here. You've got that security guard. This girl looks like a co-like. So it's like just this big mix mash of. It's like they went through the whole catalogue of Wildstorm and said, let's throw these together for no reason. Like, I'd love to know why the fuck these are all on the same team, or why they would even agree to be on the same team. Like, so it almost feels like you need a few issues to justify this. Like, anyway, I'll leave it at that, because I'm on 7 minutes here, and probably nobody gives a shit about Wildcats in the DC universe. But I am enjoying it. I'll read more. Okay, have a good one.